How to go from 0 to 100K a year in plumbing with zero experience. For the plumbers who are already in the business, this might be a reminder of your own journey. For anyone out there working a dead-end job and thinking about a change, this could be your wake-up call. I'm laying out the exact no BS path from zero experience to a six-figure income in the trades. Now, I know I say plumbing, but plumbing, electrical, HVAC, roofing, your future could start right now. But first, let me be real with you. Right before I got into plumbing, man, I was not in a good spot. I had quit school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But luckily, a friend of mine had told me about his father and his three brothers that were all plumbers, how they loved what they did. They made good money. They had houses, apartments, and cars, all the things I wanted. Now, remember, I was in high school. Wouldn't that be nice? But that's right where some of you might be right now. Working a job that I didn't love. I was working part-time. I didn't like it. I was working in a restaurant. I was literally living paycheck to paycheck and feeling like I was stuck with no clear path forward. I had no special skills, no college degree. I didn't even graduate high school at the time. And honestly, no idea what I was going to do. So what changed? I made a decision. I made a decision to try something new. I started looking around, talked to one of his brothers, saw that the world needed more plumbers, and they needed them badly. And you know what? They even need them more now than they did back then. So there is no better opportunity. And here's the first secret nobody tells you. You don't need to know anything at all about plumbing to get started. I had a water heater at home. I had a kitchen sink. I had a toilet and a shower, all that stuff. That's what I knew about plumbing when I got started. Now, what you do need is you just need to be willing to learn and to work hard. Now, I made the decision to go for it. Even though I was scared, I'd quit high school. I needed to actually make money and thought that that's what I was going to do forever, make money. Now, I'm not going to lie. The first year of my apprenticeship, man, it was rough. I worked with a plumber who didn't want to teach me things. I worked with a plumber that wouldn't even let me stand next to him looking at blueprints. He wanted me to stand on the other side of the sheetrock, which is where we laid our blueprints. The pay was low, but I did go in asking for more than he told me to. So when you fill out the application, ask for $4.25 an hour. They'll give it to you. I asked for $4.75. They gave it to me. I thought, wow, I just made an extra $20 a week right there. Now, the work was physically demanding. I had to do all the grunt work. He didn't want me to ride in an elevator. I had to run up and down the stairs to grab fitting, but I made a ton of mistakes. And that's the first major hurdle where most people quit. They see the hard work. They don't see the immediate reward. Guys, I got to tell you, getting into the trades completely changed my life. And it's helped me grow. It's helped me do new things. It's helped me do better things. But the trades are the place where the opportunities are right now. For every 10 people that retire right now in the trades, only about 4 are getting back in. That means with the average age of tradesmen in Texas in the late 50s, I'm going to say 57, in the next few years, they're going to be ready to retire. The opportunities are now. The people getting into the trades right now, learning the right things to do and doing them the right way, these are going to be your next entrepreneurs. These are going to be your next bosses. If you want to get in and learn, do it. Make that decision. Learn to be a good apprentice. Learn to be a great foreman, superintendent. Learn how to start your own business and then learn to grow that business. When you get in, you start looking at it and decide, where do I want to end up? What is my end game? Do I just want to be a plumber? And there's nothing wrong with that. I was for the first 50 years of my life. Then I started my own business. You've got to decide what will work for you. What do you want to do? Do you want to own your own business? Do you want to work for somebody else? Do you want to grow up and run one of the largest mechanical contracting companies in your area? I've done that too. You can learn the things that I've learned, and you can grow to have an amazing profession in the trades. But sticking it out through that initial grind, that's what separates you from everyone else and sets you up for everything that comes next. And trust me, when it comes, it comes. Because after about a year, something amazing starts to happen. The work isn't just work anymore. It's a puzzle. And you start realizing where every piece goes together in order to solve it. You go from being the guy asking the questions to the guy that can actually help the new apprentices. That's the turning point. I remember driving down the road one day. I was headed to an apartment job that we were working on. And literally, I'm driving down the road and I'm thinking about what I did the day before. And all of a sudden, it clicked. I understood how the plumbing system worked. So that morning when I got in, when my superintendent said, "Hey, Roger, grab the Sawzall, go ahead and start cutting stakes for the next section," I said, "Do you mind if I go ahead and start topping out the other building?" I really didn't think he'd say yes, but he looked at me and said, "Do you think you can do it?" And I said, "Absolutely." He said, "Okay, go for it." I'm not telling you I didn't make mistakes, but I did good work and it was recognized. That's when your value skyrockets and your income doesn't just grow, it starts exploding. So what does a six-figure income in the trades actually look like? Well, it's not about Lamborghinis, maybe pickup trucks. It's about this. It's about a work van. It's about a business tool that helps you make money. It's about a great toolbox, a great toolkit, professional gear that you are proud of. And most importantly, it's about the freedom of not worrying about the next paycheck. It's about providing for your family and building a real future. So the path is simple. Make a decision. Every time you make a decision, you change the future. Do you understand that? It's your decision to make, nobody else's. Embrace the grind, learn the skill, and then reap the rewards. It's not magic. It's not a lottery ticket. It's a blueprint. And that's a blueprint that everyone can follow. Look, I just gave you the 30,000-foot view of my journey, but I know you have more specific questions. How do I actually find an apprenticeship? What do I say in an interview with zero experience? What are the first tools that I should buy? I've taken my entire step-by-step process, the exact way that I learned, and I put it together. Now, I don't teach you plumbing. You're going to learn that on your own. But I teach you the mindset. I teach you the interview process. I teach you how to find the best job. I teach you the way that I learned along the way. I put that all into my Get Rich with Roger course. It's a detailed blueprint that takes all the guesswork out of it. If you're serious about making the change, check out the link in the description. If it's time for you to make a decision, you can change your future. And now that you know the path is possible, check out this video here on the 5 habits that separate a $50,000 a year plumber from a $150,000 a year plumber. Or this other video where I break down the first 5 tools every apprentice needs to buy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.